on the text message group chat.
Okay.
I just gotta get this charger out of my controller.
You shoot me on PlayStation?
Marcos took a good picture.
Of what? That's actually perfect. Genius.
Oh, damn it, bro.
What?
Look at the thing Brandon sent in the chat, bro. Rest in peace.
Dude, that's actually sad. And she falls out. No, Garrett!
It's so sad.
No,
what the fuck?
I was gonna look at that picture. I was gonna look at the picture.
No.
At the Marcos picture?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna crop it so I get the time and the lower part of my screen out, Marcus, and then I'll send it. Don't worry. It's a good picture, though.
No, not that. There was some random message, and I was gonna look at it.
Oh.
Garrett, do you have black eyes for any characters?
Hell no, bro.
I have
Is she
black
your
eyes
first
for
black eyes
the
block?
P9.
P9? P90?
No, just the
P9.
P9. The pistol.
Oh, P9.
Yeah. I like all the GIGN operators.
Oh, like Montaigne?
Except Finka. Finka doesn't have it.
No.
I don't know if Lion does.
Lion does. I have
imagine getting black eyes for Blackbeard. He has a black. Every gun.
I think every gun is black eyes, right, Marcus?
Yeah, and the shield too, right? The shield's look cool. Bro, imagine getting black eyes for.
Should I watch every
But
cutscene, or should I skip them?
Well, it's your run, so you know, do what you want.
Did you finish already?
Ari's gonna take a better picture.
Dude, there's no better. That Ari picture is perfect.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Marcos!
SWAT is 1084 at Fisk Tower. All units stand by. Warrant is en route.
Wow! Wowzers. Oh my god, this is actually hot. Garrett, I just busted to all those pictures.
I don't know why Marcos... Like, I sent Marcos above Ari. I don't know why it sent Marcos last. I'm kinda upset.
What was your certain order you wanted to get in?
Yeah, there's a certain order I wanted to get from order of Karen.
Did you take him down yet?
No. We're at the tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
Oh my god, match point? Wow.
This one needs to go by
Wow.
Come on,
Kobe.
Here we go. Here we go. I'll send it.
Kobe.
No. Bam, bam, bam.
Bam.
like his guys are
Bow.
trying to keep my backup from reaching
Bow,
the safe
bow.
You got
Bow.
it. Almost there.
Oh, that's right. I don't have any point launched. Oh, I don't have anything. Oh, man.
Hello?
Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise. Better wrap this up quick and get to my real job.
But I wrap this up before I go to my real job.
Looks like Yuri called in the cavalry.
Alright, time to see how badly I take damage now. I just gotta
I
get
got
through
it
this
in order.
first mission.
Bang, bang, bang. More like bang bros.
Backup! 1032, Times Square. Officers under fire.
Bring in the hammer.
Ah.
Man, my audio is always buggy for this one part. Well, damn.
Bro, Marcos just pictures.
It is. Mine's pretty bad.
Oh, you're just cute.
Yes, okay, I understand.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, I have, like, nothing.
This doesn't look good.
Where? Oh, I take so much damage.
Damn, you're fighting them. Are you doing like a speedrun, Marcos?
No, I'm going. So every time I die, I lose whatever suit power I have, and since I don't have any suit powers right now, it's basically permadeath right now.
Almost done here. You
Really?
Yeah.
be there soon.
Nice.
Can't wait to see Willie's face when you slap the cuffs on him.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah. Fuck. 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 Don't want to restart. It just started. James, if you look at the top left of my screen, you can see how much health I have left.
Yeah.
I think I have to go through the whole mission with 1 health too.
Okay, Yuri. All done. What's happening?
Hopefully I don't. I'm gonna cry if I do.
Yuri? Yuri!
No, okay, I'm back at 100. Thank the Lord.
On the gang.
I knew Fisk wouldn't go quietly.
Boot gang, whole lot of gang shit.
Is this part of the DLC?
Nope, this is main game.
And lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
If you make sure that building, we're gonna lose it.
Oh shit, I can hear myself.
Go,
Do your thing.
Seize the day, Willie. Heads up.
Isn't she evil though, the Asian girl?
No.
Hey, where you going?
Oh.
Okay. I'll clear a path. Follow me. Get out of here, Spider-Man. We got this. Sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy. Oh, thanks for the confidence boost, guys.
Damn, it's orange outside.
What do you mean?
It's a wildfire.
There's a bunch of ash in Sacramento.
Feels bad.
Yeah. They cremated the whole cemetery and then they decided to throw it out in the air. Just kidding.
That's
Sorry.
your cutie.
Thanks.
Yummy, yummy like Minnesota.
Ballin' like Kirby.
Falling like Curdy.
Kirby.
Oh, I kind of miss Curdy, not gonna lie. Hopefully he's doing good though. You know.
He's not drugs, Garrett. I'm just kidding. Probably is.
Yeah, sadly. But, you know.
No.
Well, that's fine. Hopefully.
It is what it is.
Yeah, hopefully he.
I don't think he's overdosed. Hopefully.
Actually, I don't know if he has.
I don't think he has, which is good, even though it's good that he's not doing, or even though it's not good that he's doing drugs. But, like, I don't think he's overdosed.
Oh, I still can't do that. Alright, cool.
I'm balling like Curry. Damn, it
Shit,
gets cold like
so much
Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
I take so much damage.
I think that's all of them. Come on, come on! They shut the elevators down! Take the stairs!
Instead of like dying or like losing Pokemon, I just loot whatever super soup powers I have, and I don't have any right now. So if I die, it's permadeath.
Spider-Man, status.
Heading to the upper
Can
floor.
you do a flawless?
Nobody treads on the elevators.
Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like
Like
we catch
just
fire
without dying?
every floor.
Oh, well, that's what I want to try.
And he's hitting us with everything he's got.
I have to find him and end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it is.
Hostiles, next floor up.
That's my key. Call from May. Better answer.
What are you doing right now, dude?
Hi,
Playing Mutant Protocol.
What is all that noise?
watching
For
a
the charm?
superhero movie.
Yeah, for the charm, because I was almost done yesterday. I only need to like get 4 more drones break 4 more drones. So I'm just doing that right now.
James, that challenge doesn't exist.
Oh, it doesn't?
Oh, neat.
Oh, fuck.
Look at your
Oops.
challenges. It's from the they brought back the charm from the first week.
Shit.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Would you fund that? That sucks.
Hold him so he can't jump around.
God, I wish I had like.
I'll teach you some respect.
I'll be right back.
Take him down.
You know, if I was doing a speedrun, I would waste all of my things for a finisher. But I have to use this all for every time I get hit.
Wait, what happens if I get the charm twice? Because I already got it from the first week? Do I
You
just
might
like
just get renowned from it.
like 100 renown?
Yeah.
Dude, that sucks.
Or maybe more.
Hope so. They're gonna have a new Tachanka elite skin and Buck elite skin.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Gotta find that server room before there's no evidence. Should look for a sneaky way in. There we go.
I knew that was the vent. I was like, it's not letting
Like
me in.
my own private ventrance. Maybe a dirt
Yeah,
bag
yeah,
or
I-
multiple clean air vents.
Hurry up. Boss wants everything erased. Can't make it delete any faster.
They're so cute when they're oblivious.
I'm coming. Halfway there. Need another minute or two. Think the cops know where we are? No more.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Spider-Man! Don't let him near the console! Boss said hi. Get back!
Warning. Full deletion imminent.
Solid. System's still burning.
And I thought the IT guys at my last job were rude.
Oh, shoot. Mm. Jesus Christ.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Gotta access that console before everything's gone. Let's see just how good their security is. Aw, you guys forgot the latest kernel patch.
Hiding so. Cowardly. Even for you.
Says the guy frantically erasing his search history.
After all these years, you're still just an ignorant child.
True, but that's part of my charm, isn't it?
Damn you. Get that door down now! Get past him. Destroy everything. Look around you. I did this. What have you ever done that matters?
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous, overstuffed crime lord before breakfast.
Without me, the scum I kept in check will run rampant. It's your fault.
Been a long, tough road, this. Almost sad to see it end.
Mere frames.
We'll get ready for the main event.
I'm in an ass kicking. What the hell was that? You're done now. Not a chance in hell, buddy.
Sorry, I'm just doing something real quick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away from the corner now. Hey, the entire place just exploded.
Yuri, an explosion just...
I saw it. This could have the whole place wired. I'm sitting in a bomb unit.
I'll make sure no one gets in their way.
Man, I haven't used the OG Spider-Man suit in such a long time. This just looks weird.
The OG Spider-Man suit?
Yeah.
The first one? The Tobey Maguire?
Yeah. I don't think it's a Tony Maguire one. But it's sort of like... but it's basically like an OG suit. And I don't use it too often. I use one of the different ones.
That's all of them.
I like the comic book one. The comic book one's my favorite. And the Tom Holland is
Yeah.
like a prototype suit.
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan? Sounds like a trap.
You go after them. We'll look for the bombs.
Help! Somebody!
Everyone clear out! Evacuate the building!
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them.
What?
We can't move. We're pinned down.
I'll lift you. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it? Go, go, go!
Thank you. We did it. Let's go.
Okay, Willie. Coming your way.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
And no one to chase him if he flies away.
Why do I get the feeling that's what he was planning all along?
Because he probably was. Damn. Yuri, get EMTs up here, fast!
We're trying.
Uh-oh. Incoming! That's enough out of you. More rockets? A little excessive, don't you think?
Don't know how you survived a rocket launcher, but okay.
Who's Pornstar the Monster?
One of my friends from elementary school.
Oh.
National Rocket Day or something? Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this? Get him! Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
Flank him!
You shouldn't have messed with the Kingpin.
Regret that.
Oh damn, look at that combo.
Okay, room is clear. Bomb squad must be somewhere ahead. They're okay.
Going in, boy. Hey, it's the bomb squad. My teammates, 100% allies. They won't hurt me.
Just about to call for
Yo,
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Heads up, boss.
You won't hurt me.
we got that
Yeah.
spidey sense.
So you guys were in bed with Fisk all along? Oh, no, I'll never get that image out of my head. So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face. Let him get me off.
Alright. On to the hard part.
Looks like some of your guys were on Fisk's payroll. Good news is, they were
Kingpin.
his last line of defense. I'm right outside his
Yeah.
office.
Take him down, now.
With pleasure. Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long.
I will say he is very good dressed.
But your foolishness ends now.
You do know I can still see you, right?
80 years of this insolence.
Oh, for me? You shouldn't have. Gotta wait for an opening. It's reloading.
How is this happening?
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you!
It's your best shot.
Should have dodged.
Give me an opening.
You'll die as uselessly as you live!
It's your best shot.
Little cut.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
fighting my first boss.
You're out of your depth, boy!
Evan said he's not gonna get on today because he felt bad about what he did last night when he left Siege because it was 9 o'clock because he had to get off. So I don't really know why he's mad about that, but that's why he doesn't want to get on because I don't know. Because I guess he felt bad, and I guess he felt like he offended us. And I said, I think Aiden and I both said in the chat, like, no, you're fine. And he's like, no, I'm still not going to get on. So it's kind of weird. I wish he did get on. I really wish he did.
Yeah.
I guarantee you maybe we could try to convince him. I don't know how, though. But we could
It's fine,
probably,
I mean-
we could probably do something.
I mean, if he doesn't want to get on, he doesn't have to. But I see. Maybe he has a lot in his mind. I don't know.
I don't want excuses! Keep your respect! What do I pay you for?
Bruh, Garrett, what are you doing right now? Okay, I'm playing Blackbeard.
You know, I think something Blackbeard would be good for is the flanking maneuver. Because he has his own shield and his assault rifle at the same time. So he has a good flank.
Even then, what about Knock, though?
Knock, I think, is useless. Because her
You
jamming...
think Blackbeard is more useful than Knock?
Yeah.
I think Nock is more useful than Blackbeard because I think she would be a better flanker because she doesn't appear on cameras.
Hey, she doesn't appear, but it's like Vigil. The same thing with Vigil.
But if she walks slow enough, then you won't.
Yeah,
notice.
but that's wasting so much time. What if you just, pair it up with like Twitch or something to get rid of every camera? Then what's the point of Nock?
Can she ADS while invisible? I mean, doing her thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think Nock's more valuable than Blackbeard.
I think it's just situational though, isn't it?
She
Because
also
it depends
has
what
a
they're.
D50, and I know Blackbeard does as well. But her SMG is also really good.
His assault rifle's good, and he has a shield. Granted, the shield's ass, but it's still better.
I find it annoying. I mean, his shield on the 1v1, I think he does really well with the shield. Because it's kind of like he has a. I got shot by my own teammate.
The last combo and I gotta dodge out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge away. You're gonna do a rush, just go in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge away, dodge away, dodge away.
Oh, I see what it means. A Blackbeard is sort of fun. Because I feel like you can play a lot more reckless with him. I don't know.
Get you killed.
Yeah, I know. That too. I don't know, even like when he's going in for a flank, and even if you are watching the window or whatever, he has that shield. I mean, it will protect him for a bit, and he will more than often win the fight, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Even if you were to lean quickly and then he's just charging at you.
You gotta remember that Blackbeard's shield in a 1v1 is like Tommy Jarvis. Oh no, you don't fight Friday. Anyway, I feel like his shield is not a guaranteed win whatsoever.
It's not a guaranteed win, but it does make it higher.
Yeah, you're right. But in
And I
my
feel like he has
eyes,
better
not only
position.
could like the Blackbeard player have a bad aim, or the other player shoots above their shield, which is a rare occurrence, or they just have a bad aim. The Blackbeard player has a bad aim, and the person they're fighting has a slightly better aim, so they hit body shots. I don't know. I still don't think Blackbeard's valuable.
But then that's the same thing with Nock then, because there's not even a shield. So now her head's vulnerable, her body's vulnerable.
Hey, good luck, Willie.
But it's not just Nock can only do flanking. She provides counter intel, right, which is a good thing. And
So
I'm
any
pretty
operator
sure-
can provide counter intel. If anything, Ayana's the counter intel because she has her gadget is another drone.
What do you mean any operator can provide counter intel? By like shooting cameras?
Well, that's what you said. That any operator or Nock can also prove counter intel.
Yeah, and then you said every operator can provide counter intel. How can?
Well, okay. How does
Counter
Nock provide counter intel?
Because she is almost invisible to cameras. I'd say invisible.
I wouldn't say invisible.
I feel like if you're a defender and you know that you're getting assaulted by a certain operator in a certain direction, I feel like you're not going to be hyper focused on looking at cameras. You know what I mean? Because if you're getting shot at, what is the chances of you being on cameras in the first place? And if you're not getting shot at, I don't think you're going to spend a lot of investment time into one camera looking at it exclusively. And I'm pretty sure something like a buff might be applied to Nock next season. Hold on, let me check that really quick.
I'm just thinking like, okay, if that's in the information where they're not looking at cameras, then what's the point of Nock? Because they're not going to be looking at cameras.
No, don't. It's not safe.
And I do feel like Blackbeard does have the extra edge with the shield. I mean, if he were to have a shield on any gun,
like he's tanky as fuck.
but then he can because he can play more risky and you put himself into situations that would normally cause him to die. I feel like that is allowed for like other people to come in together and turn a 4v4 to a 4v3, and then because just killing the teammates is killing not the teammate, just killing your opponents is already helpful enough, right?
Yeah, but I feel like if Blackbeard's main thing is not dying, I don't think not dying can really fall in line of everything else that every other operator can do.
Well, I'm
No,
saying
no, not just not
I
dying,
think
not just not dying though, but just being able to flank and put pressure on your enemies. He's kind of like a Montang, but
So
can
what
just, like-
makes,
he's
what makes
not. I
Sledge
wouldn't
or
say.
Buck? Yeah, sorry, Marcus.
I wouldn't say he's better than Montang for like a defense, like a flank, but he is a really good flanking operator that can also is also very extremely lethal. Where it's like, okay, you're gonna push from the right side, I'm gonna push from the left side, so they're gonna be like, at least one person's gonna expect me from the left. Those are attacking me. I can attempt to kill them. That's one person off of everyone else's backs. And I have the highest chance of surviving because if they go for the head, which they most likely will, because a one tap to the head or one shot to the head will kill. So if I'm going for the head, then, or if they're going for the head, then they're like, I'm gonna be protected. So I'm gonna kill them. Especially if I'm crouched, then they can only basically shoot the head. So if I'm crouched, I'm good. Everyone else can push from the other side, and that's at least one other person that's off of them. And
Why
yeah, okay.
can't-
Well, and then I'm
I'm
thinking,
sorry,
okay,
but-
then okay, Blitz and Montang. Well, first of all, Blitz, yeah, blinding, but then again, they only have a pistol, and if you're someone like me, I can't use my pistol very well. So I'm like, so I wouldn't be good with flanking if I was going Montang or Blitz. But I mean, yeah, other people can use those. And I know what you're about to say is like, oh, why can't like Sledge or Buck do the same thing? And yes, they can, but Blackbeard grants a higher chance of survival rather than the other two.
But Blackbeard, even though he has breaching charges, I feel like can't vertically flank better than Sledge or Buck can. Because Sledge and Buck's vertical potential is really high because Sledge has frags, essentially is a living breach charge, and Buck has 26 something shots of skeleton key. And another thing why I think Nock is better than Blackbeard is because Nock has frags.
Well, I don't use. I'm not as good with frags, and I get that. But if breaching charge work vertically, I mean not from above, but neither can Sledge work from above. But a breaching charge is really good for like if you're above them. I shoot a breaching charge. Now they're stuck, especially if there's a hatch that they forgot to cover up. If I have a breaching charge right there, now they have to cover above as well as the doors. And even if it's not, I have a breaching charge above. Not only does that count as a distraction. So it's okay, there's probably someone up at top. If there's a breaching charge that just went up on top there. But that's also a vantage point that they can shoot, people on top can shoot a lot better than people at the bottom. So I think the breaching charge part is just not a good factor to say like, oh, that's one reason why one is better than the other. I know what you're saying that every operator has like a gadget that helps out the team. But I mean,
I just like his coordination though.
Yeah, and I mean like, okay, then we can get rid of Sledge because every
James, what'd you say? Sledge is coordination?
No, I just feel like it's coordination at that point.
What do you mean it's coordination?
Because any gadget would be useless if you didn't tell the team. If a thermite was to infiltrate, you didn't tell his team.
I mean, you don't have to tell your team. I hit walls all the time with Sledge, and I don't tell anybody. Because I don't need to.
I mean, when in certain situations, it might be important to tell your team.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're all next to the objective, of course. Or if somebody's gonna put up a breach charge, but you're Sledge, and you're like, okay, let's do it quieter, or like, don't waste that or something. That makes sense. But I feel like you don't always need to communicate. Over communication is still bad communication. You know, like north-south, north-south.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm an expert, so I'm not pro league or platinum whatsoever, but I believe over communication is bad communication. Over excessive, unnecessary communication. That's what I mean by over communication.
Yeah. But I feel like when it's used to like a gadget, when you're about to do something or coming from another angle, I think it's good to. I mean, even if it's anyone, it's like you can still make use of a Blackbeard.
Oh, I'm not saying, like, you can't. Like, yeah, I've been killed many times by a Blackbeard because, you know, the shield, but...
Yeah, and I hate it.
I still think that, I don't find him valuable.
It doesn't smell very positive.
Yeah, because if none of us play him in the first place...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, except Aiden, but I haven't seen him play Blackbeard in a while, actually.
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter.
The fuck died?
Later.
I just think Black. I personally, I think there's operators that are better than Blackbeard. Like I don't think Nock's a very good op. Because
Okay, so
I was
besides
because
Nock-
when I was looking at like Nock gameplay, it's just her camera. She basically has to be crouched and go in. I'm like, okay, yeah, you can still make it to the objective, but in the scenario where you're trying to like,
Be sneaky.
there's not a lot of time left. You're going to be pushing. Cameras are going to be useless, and most of the times, unless the other team is dead, they're not going to be looking at cams. And if they are looking at cams, just shoot the cams.
Let's see what's wrong with you.
So besides Nock, who do you think is worse than Blackbeard, or is that the only person?
I'd have to look. Warden.
Okay.
I mean, okay, Warden's a
He's on
defender.
defense.
Yeah.
Defender. And then I'd have to be looking at the list of operators. I'm not saying like they all suck, like all of them suck. Like yes, in situations Nock is good, but like I'm not 100% like I don't know. I need the list if I were to give you my argument because I can't tell you my argument while playing Spider-Man.
Do you want me to list them? Because I feel like the whole top row, you're not going to say anybody. And you're definitely not going to talk about Buck, or Capital, or Habana, or Jackal, or Ying, or Zofia and Dokkaebi, Lion, Finka, Maverick, Nomad. You might make a case for Gridlock, because I've heard a lot of people, like I've looked up, like, before I started to play Nomad a lot, I looked up, like, things about it, and Nomad and Gridlock are good at area denial, and a lot of people that I've seen say Nomad's better, so I can imagine a case for Gridlock. But she does have a super shorty, so I think that's better.
A super shorty?
You've already made your case for Nock. I don't think
shorty's
Amaru is worse than Blackbeard, and I imagine you think the same. Callie?
Well, that's debatable because Amaru has like a fast breaching thing, but that can be super. Yeah, but that can be super countered with Frost really fast without like any. It's just a Frost trap's there. Amaru's basically dead, or a Capcan trap. Not only will that go off, but she's gonna take damage. Yeah, you can get to the objective fast, but in my opinion, that's a lot worse than getting in there slowly. So that's why, like, at first I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go Amaru. But now that I played a lot more with Amaru and shit, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna play Amaru because I know how dangerous that can be.
Yeah, Amaru's fun though. I only played her like very few times, but I like her grappling ability.
Yeah, I think if you're trying to do like 1v1s, or you're like, okay, it's 2-0, I'm just gonna dick around and I'm gonna use Amaru, then go for it. But I think, in some like, I don't know, if it's like, okay, someone takes literally like, there's an entire team that takes my mains, and for some reason it's down to Amaru and Blackbeard, I'm gonna go Blackbeard.
I don't know, Garrett. I feel like even though he doesn't die, I feel like he can still not only die but win the fight against someone else who might be anchoring. And I don't know, maybe this could because I'm really bad, but when I don't know who I'm fighting against and I see someone and I don't know it's a Blackbeard, I just like it's just my reaction is to shoot, right? For body or head, right? Not like the feet or legs.
Oh, hold on. I'm having a tough time. What you said. You said if I don't know who I'm defending. What'd you say?
Like let's say I'm playing defender, right? And Blackbeard just comes, or I'm moving around, and there's a Blackbeard on me. My first my first reaction is, okay, yeah, it's a Blackbeard, right? But like, I don't know if I can think that fast, but realize that because my reaction is just to shoot, right? The body or head, right? Pretty much. I don't really aim for legs. And I feel like just that alone, me shooting and shooting his shield, giving him the opportunity to fire back at me, is really helpful on his end. Because it grants him extra protection too.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I feel like...
And more than not, I always shoot the shield.
If his gimmick is not dying, I don't know why you can't not die and be a different operator.
No, it's not only dying though, but just being able to win fights.
It just has a higher... about if he can flank. I'm not talking about if other operators can do whatever. Because of what I'm hearing from James, what I'm hearing from you is, oh yeah, he can't. He has a lower chance of dying, right? In a 1v1. I'm blocking out everything about him flanking. I'm talking about a straight up 1v1. If his gadget is strictly about 1v1s and how he has a less chance of dying, a higher chance of winning that, well, what else is his gadget about? If its gadget only
his gadget allows
that's how you use it. You can use it multiple ways.
No, James,
personally
I'm not
speaking,
talking about flanking. I'm not talking about his gadget
to
alone.
answer your question, Garrett. Okay, let's for example, let's take like Pro League, right? And like people who are really good at the game. Where do you think they're gonna shoot?
Their head.
Yeah. What can Blackbeard do?
Block a headshot.
Exactly. So Blackbeard denies headshot damage.
Yes.
Granted, it's for like a couple of shots, but it's still a couple of headshots.
But seconds matter.
Yeah.
Seconds matter.
Yeah, seconds matter. Yeah.
So Blackbeard prevents himself to get headshot, which he then can also headshot other people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one like a huge counter against literally Pro League.
Yeah, but you don't see Blackbeard in Pro League.
Yeah, but that's what he does. That's his gadget, his ability to get. He flanks and he doesn't get shot in the head. The reason why he doesn't is because they nerfed Blackbeard to shit, and he only takes like 4 shots to the head.
Exactly. And with most defender weapons being fully automatic, those 4 shots are going to come out pretty quickly, unless you're using Castle or Pulse, because the fire rate on their guns are kind of trash.
But then again, we're also talking about Pro League. If those 4 shots don't hit, it only takes 1 shot to get hit in the head.
Yes.
So technically speaking, when it comes to Pro League, your numbers are even higher if you're good at the game, because that means you can hit your shots to the head. Mm-hmm. And then they try to hit you in the head, but they're not gonna be able to because you have that barrier. You shoot them in the head, it only takes 1 shot.
Yeah.
So your rates of dying goes from like less than 50-50 to like way shorter, to like 20 and 30s.
So what I'm thinking is, like, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, and you're probably going to counter it, but hear me out. If Blackbeard specializes in not dying, and his gadget is strictly about not dying, I'm not talking about playing with him, I'm not talking about his guns, I'm not talking about flanking, and there's only one reason and one type to put your shield on. You put your shield on, then that's it. You're done with the gadget, right? You can swap it if you want, but that's what the gadget does. The gadget doesn't help against anything else. In my opinion, I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure it doesn't reduce explosion damage, pretty sure it doesn't reduce whatever else. Can't get muted, right, because it's not electronic. So if the gadget only serves one purpose, and I don't know the other purpose, besides getting shot, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't defend against melees, right, because you die to 1 melee hit anyway. If the gadget is only about getting shot in the head, for a few bullets, I guess, or 1 bullet if you're close range, because I remember testing that, why can't you go a different operator? And yeah, you're probably still going to get domed. I get domed a lot. I dome some other people as well. Not a lot, but I have domed other people. The reason, in my opinion, why Blackbeard doesn't get picked for Pro League is, yeah, you're correct about the nerf. But even then, if it's nerfed, why use it? And yeah, we don't play Pro League. We play Quick Match. It's a lot less intense, which makes sense because it's not Pro League. But even then, we still run into people that are pretty good, and I think we're pretty good as well, like decent. Obviously, I don't expect myself to get to plat. Not that I really want to, because I feel like everybody else who gets the plat is gonna use that plat charm, and I feel like, oh, I'm in plat doesn't really say a lot. So I don't really like the concept of a ranking system when the reward is a charm. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. That's a different topic for another day. However, I feel like if we're playing strictly quick match, yeah, people's aims aren't going to be the best, but I still get domed out of nowhere, right? But I also don't play Blackbeard. So if I can not die, which Blackbeard already does, but do something else, I feel like that's better. Not doing something is infinitely worse than doing something, in my opinion, no matter what it is. Taking down a camera, gathering intel through drones, even though not every operator can do that, but you can't do it if you're dead. Looking at somebody else and spectating them, and if you hear footsteps and they don't, you can call that out. If you're dead, opening up a new sight line, thermiting a wall, doing something else, taking out electronics, whatever, right? I feel like if you don't die and you do something else for your team, that's better than you winning a 1v1 and doing nothing
Okay,
else
well,
for your team. And yeah, he
what
does
about-
have breach charges and stun grenades, but
No,
so do
well,
other operators.
What
So-
if he doesn't die and he wins the 1v1, turning the 5v5 to a 5v4, allowing your team to go in? What if he kills that person who's somewhat important, like a bandit or whatever, who's essential to the team throughout the whole game, kills a dog?
What
Right.
if your butt kills the dog?
Well, okay, here's my question. What's the point in Sledge if people have breaching charges? Yes, you can get muted. Well, Thatcher can just or get rid of the mute jammer. So what's the
That
point
causes
in...
you to go a different operator, and Sledge has
But
multiple
but
hits with his
Thatcher
hammer.
but Thatcher has breaching charges. So what's the point in going Sledge if I can do something else and do Sledge's gadget?
Sledge is quieter, and Sledge can do it more times.
But I can do it in a different range. I can be across the map, set off the breaching charge, make a distraction, push.
Then you have to narrow down it by operators. I'm pretty sure Thatcher doesn't have frags, right? I feel like if you could Sledge and throw a frag, even though they probably already know that you're there, they might not expect a frag, especially if they don't have a Jaeger. Or you could burn ADSs. You could run stun grenades on Sledge, and since you have 3 of them, you could burn an ADS twice, right? And that ADS is useless now.
So yeah, exactly. So there's multiple ways to get around shit. So Blackbeard's not a broken, like a not usable operator, and you're
I don't think
putting,
he's not usable. I just
but you're
don't
putting
think
him at
he
you're putting
brings
him at
as
like,
much.
oh, he doesn't bring anything to the table. He brings the pushing aspect. He brings
Marcus,
a better
that's what
pushing
you said
aspect.
about Knock, that Knock didn't bring anything about cameras.
Knock doesn't, because it's just cameras. Which one?
Exactly.
The only time
So-
cameras are mainly used is if someone's a camera operator, like Valkyrie or Maestro, Echo, or if they're dead. Otherwise, they're not primarily used. And if they are used, if we're talking about our group specifically, we are all good enough to shoot cams. So we can, we see a camera, we shoot it. What's the point of Knock if there's no cameras? And you might be thinking, oh, what if there's an Echo drone, like I was saying earlier? Well, first of all, we have, at least I usually main IQ, or I've been, like, I'll use IQ, or I usually use Thatcher, so drones shouldn't even be, like, a problem if they're on the opposite team. And if we can win games without Knock, what's the point in playing with Knock if we already have a good strat? Knock doesn't bring anything to the table because she doesn't have any, like, personally, she doesn't have anything good because she, like, it's just cameras. And we know there's a Vigil. We kill Vigils all the time, but he has drone denial, which is, like, useless.
No, drone denial, okay, Vigil's a different subject.
Vigil's the same subject. It's the same thing.
Vigil's different. Vigil is different.
It's the exact same
Attacker's
thing.
main source of intel is drones. And Vigil is scary because you never know where he is at all times unless you see him yourself. If he's good enough to block out drones. I feel like Vigil's helpful, but that's on defense. And I wouldn't say, oh, you should definitely go Vigil, because none of us play Vigil, and none of us play Knock either, and none of us play Blackbeard either, except Aiden, but I haven't seen him play it in a while. But I feel like me having an opinion on why I think Blackbeard is the, I don't want to say worse, the most useless, the least helpful operator on attack, and you coming up with points to counter it, I feel like me saying Knock is better, and you saying Knock is the worst, and me coming up with points not to much effect, coming up with points to counter it, I feel like I still can say that Blackbeard, in my opinion, is worse.
In your opinion, in my opinion, I think you're wrong.
Exactly, and that's okay with that. I'm not going to get mad at you because of that.
Garrett, I think you're not understanding how arguments work. It's not meant to make the other
No.
person mad.
I just feel like you said like, of course you're gonna say you didn't. Okay, I'll save the recording, or I'm not gonna save the recording. But if I did save the recording before you started talking about Knock and before I started talking, like a few seconds ago, you said something about me saying immediately that Blackbeard's bad, and then I think I brought up Knock, and then you were like, yeah, I don't think Knock's good at all. I don't think Knock offers anything to the team. And then, I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I felt like you were kind of shooting down why I didn't think Blackbeard was that helpful. But then, you were kind of shooting down Knock and why I think Knock is better than Blackbeard. So, I don't know. I know that's how the argument goes, but I feel like I still think opinions are valid, right? And I know you're probably going to be like, no shit, Garrett, but like, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I kind of felt like, I don't know. You said I wasn't, even though you didn't say that, word by word. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm confused what you're saying. Okay, so you're saying...
No. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't.
I'm confused now because
No, you don't be confused, because it doesn't matter anymore. We already cleared it up.
you confused me, Garrett.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Okay, I'm just trying to wrap my head
my
around
God,
what you
Marcus.
just said.
I'm okay. Do you want me to be brutally honest? Okay?
Yes,
brutally honest.
because
no
when you're
hard
not,
feelings.
it makes
I'm
it
pretty
makes
sure
no
you
sense.
said that my opinion didn't matter indirectly, and I felt like it did because we're in an argument.
Okay.
But I worded it bad and poorly, and then we cleared it up. That's what
Okay.
happened.
That's
Just
see,
'cause I
this
felt
is what
that.
this is how honesty works. Because when you're not and you're trying to not hurt feelings, you don't make sense.
All right. Okay.
Now we're all better. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay, wrapped up.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri.
Your favorite tough but lovable grizzled seen too much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
Please, no.
Oh, damn. What you doing right now, Garrett?
I'm in the menu.
Oh, Destiny?
No, it's huge.
Oh, can I play you? Can
I
we-
was gonna look at Ubisoft Club, but then we started talking.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I ain't gonna lie though, Garrett. Blackbeard's pretty fun to play.
I bet he is, because I've never played him. I think his gun's overhyped though. But I don't know.
I like their mindset.
I don't think I'm the correct person to completely argue why I think Blackbeard is the worst attacking operator. I think Brandon would bring up more points than I ever could, but he's not here right now, so it doesn't really matter.
No. I don't think you're wrong. I think
No,
they
and
should.
I don't think you and Marcus are wrong either. I just want to know your opinion, because I still don't think I know your opinion. Who do you think is the least helpful attacking operator?
Oh, me?
Knock? Yeah.
I've never used Knock. I don't know how our gadget
Well,
works.
I've never used Knock either. I've never used Blackbeard either.
Oh.
But just straight up, I'm serious. Like, what do you think is the most useless attacking operator? Even if you haven't played him. You know what every operator in the game does. So who do you think is the useless attack one?
Honestly, bro, probably Blackbeard, not gonna lie. but he's really fun to play. That's it.
Yeah, and that's okay. And you can play him. Like, I'm not gonna get fucking pissed off, right? In my opinion, is like...
Knock can give intel, right?
Knock is counter intel. And like Marcus said,
Okay.
when cameras aren't an issue anymore, Knock doesn't really do anything. But even in Pro League, I feel like, even though we're not in Pro League, and we're not in Platinum ranked, and we're not in Diamond rank, or whatever the fucking one after is in Platinum, I feel like Knock, since she can get frag grenades, and Blackbeard can't, that infinitely makes her better. Because not only can frag grenades kill people, like, to a good effect, and I know a lot of people play Jaeger, and people have been playing Jaeger since the beginning of the game, and I guarantee you people are going to be playing Jaeger, even if they nerf him.
Yeah, his gun's really good.
Because Jaeger is cracked.
Yeah.
Jaeger is cracked. He can stop six grenades. That's over 2 operators full of grenades if 2 operators run frags. Anyway, not only can frag grenades kill people to an extreme extent, it can also burn ADSs and destroy gadgets. And I feel like that is better than what Blackbeard can offer already on its own.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, he's a defender though.
who's a defender?
Jaeger.
Yeah, but
We're talking about Knock.
I'm talking about Knock.
Oh.
The reason I brought up ADS is because what counters all grenades in the game? ADSs. And what operators played a lot? Jaeger. I'm not saying he's the most played operator, even though the window does say otherwise, but Jaeger's played a lot. And the main counter to grenades is going to be Jaeger.
No,
And I'm
it
pretty sure
actually goes to Maestro.
I I don't want them to nerf Jaeger, but Marcus, you know what the win deltas are, right? Like
No.
Mid-season win delta? Okay. So Ubisoft puts out this thing called a win delta, right? And it's just a graph showing all the defending and attacking operators and their win rates in percentages and their
Play rates.
yeah, their pick rates and their win rates in percentages. And there's two lines. One line like to one part of the line to like one side of the line it's like high pick rate like overpowered, and then like high pick rate underpowered, and then for the other side of the line like low pick rate overpowered, low pick rate underpowered. You know what I mean? For example, let's just bring this up. Jaeger is and this Ubisoft win delta gets released, I'm pretty sure, every mid-season. I don't know the exact times because I don't keep track of that. I don't keep track of ranked and pro league. But these win deltas are mainly for platinum ranked and above. However, you know, it's like anything. The more people that play it, the more people that are going to lose, right? Not because the operator's bad, it's just if you have 10 people that play one round of Siege and 100 people that play one round of Siege, the 100 people are probably going to experience more losses than the 10 people, because 100 is just a higher number, right? That makes sense. So, the more people that play Jaeger, the more loss and win rate he has. But, since Jaeger's so good, because he can...
I fucking died.
Like, Nomad's things, other things, I don't know. I can't name everything
Fuse.
ADS is going to block. But yeah, Fuse, he's a hard counter to a lot of operators. Anyway, my point is, Jaeger is played with average win rate, but a really high pick rate.
Wait.
And the reason